Hello everyone, welcome to the YouTube channel of Chameli Devi Institute of Pharmacy Indore. So, today I am here again with another video, that is monophasic liquid dosage form. So, in this presentation, we will discuss external use monophasic liquid dosage form or liquid to be used in the mouth, which includes gargle, mouthwash and throat paints. So let's start it. So now let's start with the introduction of gargle. So gargles are aqueous and hydroalcoholic solutions which is used to treat or prevent throat infection. Gargles are supplied in concentrated form. So dilution is required before use. These are used after diluting with warm water. They are brought in intimate contact with the mucous membrane of throat and allowed to remain in contact with it for few seconds before they thrown out of the mouth. So we have to retain the gargle solution in the mouth or in the oral cavity for some times. So basically gargles are aqueous and hydroalcoholic solutions based system or liquid formulation which is used to treat or prevent the throat infection. Now the use of gargles. So basically gargles are used as antiseptic or antibacterial, which is used to kill microorganisms such as bacteria and other microorganisms. Second is gargles are used as astringent or precipitating formulation. Third one is gargles are also used as to relieve soreness in mild throat infection. So now the example of gargle, that is potassium chlorate and phenol gargle BPC, means formulate the formulation in bulk by chemical synthesis. So here the ingredients are potassium chlorate, which is used for weak astringent effect to tone up a relaxed throat, and it is also stimulate the saliva secretion which relieves dryness of throat. Second is patent blue V, that is dye for color. Third one is liquefy phenol, which is used in mild concentration and used as antibacterial agent, and water for make up the volume, which is act as vehicle. So for the formulation of potassium chlorate and phenol gargle, first of all we have to dissolve potassium chlorate in warm water. Then after completely dissolve potassium chlorate, then add liquefied phenol, and after that add coloring dye, that is patent blue B color. Make uniform mixture and then make up the volume with water. And for the direction to the patient, direction of use of gargle: dilute with warm water before use. Now after the formulation, we have to transfer a formulation in a container, then cork, then label and dispense. So gargle should be dispensed in clear fluted glass bottle closed with a plastic screw cap. Colored bottles are required to be used if the gargle need protection from sunlight. Next, labeling. So, the container should be labeled for external use only. The direction for proper dilution should be stated on the label, such as diluted with warm water before use, not to be swallowed in large amount. And the last one is storage condition. So, storage condition also mentioned in the label, that is, gargles are supplied in well closed airtight glass container having plastic screw cap. Next is mouthwash. So mouthwash are liquid preparation or medicated preparation used for cleaning the oral cavity and treating the mucous membrane of the mouth. May contribute to surface softening and increase wear the dental resins and composite materials. So basically, mouthwashes are aqueous solution with a pleasant taste or odor used to make clean and treating the mucous membrane and oral cavity. So mouthwashes are used for multiple purpose such as antiseptic action. Phenolic and Listerine mouthwashes are used as antiseptic agents. Next is analgesic, which is reduce the pain. So lidocaine hydrocolloid mouthwash is used as analgesic mouthwash. Next is bactericidal or cosmetic. So fluoride mouthwash is used as bactericidal agent. And the next is anti-cavity. Fluoride rinse or mouthwash used to prevent the dental cavities or dental caries. Next is formulation consideration of mouthwash. So mouthwash contain various additives in the formulation, that is flavoring agent such as eucalyptol or menthol, preservative, for example sodium benzoate, vehicle, that is water or purified water, sweeteners, sodium saccharin and sucralose. Next is coloring agent or colorant for color, antiseptic agent such as fluoride, and detergent to produce foam, which is used for cleaning of oral cavity. Now the formulation or example of mouthwash formulation, that is sodium bicarbonate mouthwashes. So ingredients are in this formulation: sodium bicarbonate 10 grams, sodium chloride 15 grams, chloroform 500 ml, peppermint oil 25 ml, and water quantity sufficient up to 1000 ml. So for the preparation, dissolve the weight quantity of sodium chloride and sodium bicarbonate in 3/4 volume of the water, and after completely dissolve sodium bicarbonate and NaCl, add chloroform and peppermint oil. Then make up the volume of the formulation with water and dispense the solution. After the preparation of mouthwash solution, the solution is transferred into a bottle. So the container of mouthwash should be white fluted glass bottle with plastic screw cap. Then the label should be clearly indicate the proper direction for diluting the mouthwash before use. Also apply the secondary label for external use only. Next is storage of mouthwash. Mouthwash is supplied in well closed airtight glass container having plastic screw cap. Now the after mouthwashes, next is throat paint. So throat paints are solution or dispersion of one or more active ingredient or medicament intended for application to the mucosa of the throat or mouth. So throat paints are viscous liquid preparation used for mouth and throat infection. The throat paints are viscous due to high contact of glycerine, which being sticky, adhere to the affected site and prolong the action of the medicament. So, throat paints are viscous liquid preparation used for mouth and throat infection, and glycerine is commonly used as a base because being viscous it adheres to mucous membrane for long periods, and it also provides a sweet taste to the formulation or preparation. Now the commonly used throat paints are compound iodine throat paint, which is used for pharyngitis or tonsillitis, and these iodine throat paints is designed to kill germs. Next is crystal violet paints, which is used for thrush. Third one is phenol glycerine throat paint, which produce analgesic effect in tonsillitis and ulcerative stomatitis. Tannic acid glycerine or throat paint has astringent action and relief from sore throat. So these are the formulations which are available in market. Now the example of throat paint. So we have to prepare and dispense 1000 ml of iodine throat paint compound. So ingredients are potassium iodide, iodine, alcohol 90% volume by volume, water, peppermint oil and glycerine or glycerol. So for the formulation, first of all dissolve the potassium iodide in water and then add the iodine and stir until completely dissolved. Dissolve the peppermint oil in alcohol 90% alcohol in a small container and transfer it into iodine solution. Then mix well and add glycerine and mix thoroughly. Then transfer the paint into a container. Transfer the paint into a measuring cylinder. Add more glycerine to make the required volume or make up the volume. Then after the preparation, transfer the whole preparation into well closed container, label and store. After the formulation, now the container, labeling and storage condition of throat paint. So first one is container. Throat paint should be dispensed in airtight colored fluted or white fluted bottle in order to distinguish them from the preparation made for internal use and with plastic screw cap. Next is labeling. So the container should be labeled for external use only, and storage for the throat paints. The throat paints are supplied in well closed airtight glass or plastic bottle container having plastic screw cap and stored in cool place. Thank you.